that could actually house divine consciousness. And Yaldabaoth said to his powers, "Come, let us create a human being after the image that we have seen."
I need to get in the shower, y'all. I had to get in the shower. Wait, I've been needing to get in the shower since yesterday. So my spirit was definitely killed because my hair was messed up, but now it's not.
The Apocrypha is specific about this.
Look at
The first
this.
Archon, Athoth, created the bone body, the structural frame. The second
My birthday
Archon,
is
Almas,
3/30.
created the sinew body.
It's always March 30th. It's always on the 30th.
The third Archon created the flesh body, the muscle and organ tissue.
January
The
10
fourth
over.
Archon created the marrow body, the blood-producing centers.
April
The fifth
13th, I got
Archon
a
created the blood body, the circulatory system.
They keep putting restricted orders in my name. They say I'm harassing, knocking doors down, breaking things, taking cameras off the doors, stuff like that. They said I'm doing so much stuff only because I've been defamed within the district of the restricted orders and everything. So I can't take someone trying to compromise my identity more serious than me. So with that being said, like, I can only take it more serious. So by all means, if I'm not fucking with you, I don't think you can fuck with me. So if you saying I want to fuck with you, whatever, I'm like, no.
The Gnostics didn't view the body as evil.
I guess we're gonna be saying
They
bam.
understood it as an archonic technology. This changes how
But
you
this
work
is so
with your
cute.
body. You don't transcend your body through denial. You
I got
operate your body
Edward.
consciously, recognizing it as a
Baby
temporary
head.
vehicle, refusing to let its programs define your identity. Here's where Sophia's redemption begins.
This
The
is
Apocrypha
so
describes how the
fucking
powers above the
nice.
Archons, the Aeons,
I didn't even do
Europa, deceived Yaldabaoth.
it.
They said, "Breathe into his face some of your
This
spirit
is
in the painting
so
of the rise."
cool.
Yaldabaoth didn't realize he was exhaling Sophia's divine light, the light he had stolen from her when he was born.
So cool.
He breathed.
Somebody is trying to match my
Rose, not just animated, illuminated, carrying the divine spark the Archons had tried to
Oh, I'm breaking out though. I look horrible.
This element is the hinge of Gnostic cosmology. The Archons built a prison, but in animating it, they had to use the very light that could escape from it. The text records what happened when Adam stood up. He became more intelligent than his creators, more luminous. The Archons saw this and became afraid. They realized they had made a mistake. This human body was supposed to be a containment field for consciousness.
This is so rad, man.
"Come, let us cast a trance upon him." And they cast Adam into sleep. Not physical sleep. Archonic unconsciousness. Forgetting. Falling into sleep that the Gnostics taught about wasn't a historical event.
So
It's the
it's
ongoing
like
condition of most human
the weekend is over.
spiritually asleep.
I think school. When is school out?
Running archonic programs
what's the name of this? In June?
in the heart center.
So we about to be in April after my birthday. We about to be in April again after my birthday. So there's also a few more comedy shows coming up. April 16th, April 23rd.
But the Archons couldn't control
School closes in
so
June.
they split it. They created sexual polarity.
April,
which
May.
raised the
I
desire
think school
for
closes in May, so like they got
creates
1 more
attachment
month
to
of
the
school,
physical realm where reunion happens.
or 2 more months of
This is why the
school.
Gnostics practiced
All the
sacred
children in the world.
androgyny.
Big
Ritual
ones,
and
little ones,
meditative
the young.
techniques for reuniting the masculine and feminine principles.
There's still like 48-year-olds in college. Like it's never too late to go back to school. So school closes in 2 to 3 months.
These practices survive in fragments in texts
Community
like
opens
Gospel of
in like
Thomas.
7 months.
When you make the male and the female into a single one, so that
And
the male
the
will not
lights
be male, nor the
turns
female be
on at
female,
8:30
you shall
p.m.
enter the kingdom.
every night,
Then they
or
placed
6
Adam and Eve in
or 5,
paradise,
depending on how
not
tired
a
you get.
garden of blessing,
Me
a
too.
containment field.
I like my blonde though. so
reveals what paradise actually
yeah, they did
was.
this real
A
nice.
beautiful prison designed to keep humans in
Real
ignorance of their
nice.
divine origin. Think about
I gotta
what a
break into
perfect
it
prison
though.
would look like. It wouldn't be obviously
I gotta wash
fancy.
my hair.
It would be comfortable.
Wash
It would
my
provide
face.
for basic
Brush my
needs.
teeth.
It would offer enough pleasure to keep inmates docile. It
See
would just
what makeup
prevent one
works.
thing: escape. That's exactly what the Arconic Paradise provided. Physical pleasure, emotional bonding, sensory experience, everything except knowledge of what you truly are and where you came from. The Archon said, "Eat freely from every tree in the garden, but from the tree of knowledge do not eat." Because knowledge, gnosis, was the one thing that could liberate humans from Arconic control. Not moral rules, not behavioral
It's been a nice
regulations,
night.
but cognitive recognition of divine origin. The moment a human knows what they are, the Archons lose power. This is why
It's been a night tonight. You gonna look at the Snickers?
history has regulated information. Knowledge is liberation.
Oh, they downstairs.
Ignorance is imprisonment. And the Archons specifically forbade the knowledge of good and evil, which in the Gnostic reading means the knowledge of Archonic versus divine origins, the ability to discriminate between what comes from the Pleroma and what comes from the Demiurge. The text
Case
describes who the serpent
dismissed.
really was, not
False.
Satan, not evil.
Defamation of
Christ
character.
consciousness itself.
Illegal
Divine power
pursuit.
from the Pleroma
I have to
entering the
vote
Archonic
for it.
realm
I
to
have to.
awaken humanity. The Gnostics understood
I got to
Christ
buy
not
it.
as a
I got to
single
buy
historical
it.
person,
COVID-19
an emanation from the
and the
highest
poetic
realm
justice
specifically tasked with liberating Sophia's scattered
and liberation and
light. The
creating
serpent
justice.
told Eve, "You will not die. God knows
The
that
story
when you eat
stays
from
the
it,
same.
your eyes will be opened and you will
The hair
become
changes.
good and evil." This wasn't temptation. This was liberation theology. The serpent was telling the truth. Yaldabaoth was lying. Eating from the tree wouldn't cause death.
Beamer, Benzer,
It
Bentley.
would cause awakening. When Eve ate and gave to
Pull
Adam,
up in the
the Apocryphon
Maserati.
says their eyes were opened, and they
Pull up in
recognized
a
the Archons as
helicopter.
the deficient powers they truly were. This is gnosis,
If I want it,
not information,
I'm gonna buy a
transformation,
Audi.
the direct recognition of what you are beneath the layers of Archonic programming. Adam and Eve
That's
didn't
not my
gain
ride.
knowledge in the abstract sense. They gained self-knowledge.
Jaguar.
They remembered their divine origin.
A Python.
They saw the
Pyrex.
Archons as the derivative, ignorant powers pretending to
A
be God.
Nikon or
And in that moment,
Nikon.
they became dangerous. Yaldabaoth saw this and
Camera
became
block.
furious.
Camera
He didn't
time.
expel them from paradise as
A
punishment.
cannon.
He expelled
Cannon.
them because they had become ungovernable. Awake humans who recognized their divine origin couldn't be
Okay, so
controlled
this
by
is this
Archonic
because
systems.
the bill
So he
before
cast
this
them
one
into the material
horrible.
realm,
I have my
this
wig on.
dense physical dimension
My face
we're
looks dry.
experiencing right now.
Look
He
horrible. I look
implemented
ugly.
new control mechanisms.
So later, I'm putting on some eyeliner, some lip gloss.
These weren't punishments for sin. These were emergency control.
I might give me
measures
some gray
implemented by a
contacts.
false god who
I'll
realized
rock
his
some
prisoners
gray
had discovered they were
contacts.
prisoners. The text
Like back in the
reveals
day.
Yaldabaoth's next move. And
Don't
this is
nobody
where
pull up on me trying to throw
Gnostic
nothing in my
gets
eyes and
genuinely
spray me with no
disturbing.
mist.
He and his Archons
Why have
violated
contacts
Eve.
on?
They implanted her with their seeds,
Don't put it on
creating
me.
a bloodline of humans who carry primarily Archonic genetics, with only minimal divine spark. These became the rulers of the material world,
So look,
the kings, the priests, the authorities, those who naturally align with Archonic systems because they're biologically engineered to serve them.
oh,
The Apocrypha is explicit.
hold it.
The
And the
Gnostics
day
taught
has
that there are
been
three types
getting
of humans who are almost entirely
longer. My leg not trying to pop. That's the generation of person
biological and material drives.
not being a molester.
You have a soul, not yet activated
Could be
divine.
a molester.
Gnostic humans who carry strong divine spark and have the capacity for gnosis. Eve had already conceived
Walking
by
around.
She had conceived with
That's
the
when I'm
divine
63.
power,
Like,
with Christ consciousness, and she bore Abel, carrying the pure Sophia lineage.
but to each his own on the
The text
liberation.
explains Cain and Abel as the archetypal conflict between Archonic
Each his
and
own on the liberation.
When Cain killed Abel, This was the Archons attempting to eliminate the divine lineage from Earth. The story in Genesis presents this as a simple murder motivated by jealousy. The Gnostic version reveals it as cosmic warfare, archonic forces trying to prevent the liberation of Sophia's light. This bloodline teaching is probably the most controversial aspect of Gnostic
The
cosmology.
girl who stayed there and got
Throughout
tortured
history to justify all kinds of hierarchical thinking.
and
But here's what
servant
the
and
texts actually
independence
teach.
and
The
leaving.
bloodline isn't about race, ethnicity, or family descent. It's about consciousness configuration. Some human bodies were designed with stronger archonic encoding. Others carry more significant divine spark. But, and this is critical, gnosis can awaken in anyone.
It's a,
The thief on the cross,
I
as
haven't
one
been to
Gnostic
Beverly
text
Road.
points out,
It's
achieved
so
instantaneous enlightenment
long.
despite having no special
I should go
lineage.
over there get my
The
nails
point
done
isn't to
or
identify who's
piercing.
archonic and who's divine.
I ain't go over there get no
The point
courage
is to recognize
or
that liberation depends on
no
awakening the divine spark you carry,
goat
regardless of
meat.
your biological configuration.
or
The
some
Apocrypha
damn
describes how Sophia
seeds.
continued her
Some
redemption
nacho
work.
cheese seeds.
She couldn't
I haven't had
directly
nacho
enter the
cheese
material
seeds in a
realm. She
minute.
was too luminous, too powerful.
I want to go to Beverly
The Archons
Road
would
and go get me some
immediately
nacho cheese
recognize and
seeds
try to
on the
destroy
floor.
her.
And
So
then
she
I'm off the
emanated
block to
aspects of
Target
herself.
or
She sent
Dwayne
Epinoia,
or
the
Woolbury.
afterthought, the
I'm gonna go
divine
around the
feminine
corner to the
presence
chicken
that
spot.
awakens
Get me a
humans to their true
cheeseburger
nature.
at the chicken spot.
The text says Epinoia hid herself in Adam.
Sometimes
the
onions
Archons
make me
couldn't
throw
find
up.
and
Yesterday I
destroy
threw
her.
up.
This means every human being
It was
carries
disgusting.
the potential for awakening, not because of belief,
I ate
not
mango. I
because
had
of
some
faith, but because Sophia's
fat
light
meat.
is literally present within
Fat.
human consciousness, waiting
Skin
to be
with rice.
recognized. Epinoia operates
And
as a
some
kind of
vegetables.
spiritual immune system.
cabbage.
She's the voice
Cabbage,
of intuition that tells
cabbage,
you something
cabbage,
is wrong
cabbage,
in
cabbage.
consensus reality.
And then I mixed that with pancakes. I had lunch
Purely
or
material
breakfast.
explanations.
I should have ate the lunch
She has the
first.
longing for
Then
something
ate the
beyond
breakfast.
physical existence.
Or ate the.
The Archons can program behavior through biological drivers, but they can't
Thinking about it make me want to
suppress
throw up.
Epinoia.
Then I don't have no
She
weed,
waits in the heart
no
center,
cigarette,
dormant but not dead,
no
ready to
hyper
activate when
and attention
consciousness is ready to
prevention to
receive
do
her.
the
The
relief
Gnostic
that just gave
practices
over
of
me.
prayer, meditation, and invocation.
Now listen, if somebody puts a restraining order on you, or calls the EMS on you, or puts mental wards and things like that in your name, you can fight that in defamation of character in the court of law. As an attorney, a judge, a lawyer, a person in interest of serving somebody a mental health warrant or any of those things from higher up should have taken consideration someone's independence and them learning rights of a pedestrian or a person individually to know how to deal with a person instead of just consisting and conforming to becoming illegal in the pursuit of something fun like having a job. Having a job is something fun. So if you was given a job or you created one and you stood with your independent self, because that's a strong position in this life, to not have somebody conform against you, consistent conform against you, and just decease all position of you even having fun and having a job, to happen to be dangerous for your life because you found fun in somebody else's career choices, word of mouth, motivational speaking, freedom of speech, teaching speech, communication, whatever the job is, if it's indifferent to yours and significantly work, such as it do for the next person, even in the slow process of getting paid or compensated, it should be fucking respected. It's not earned. So higher up is just as independent as a person of interest in having a position to be intentional to someone else, third party to indirect to direct one person to multiple, to group, to mass. So my intelligence being compromised in public and in the media and in the path of my career, which is film. Whether I take a month off and it's bothering 4 people, that is 4 people's business, and we could take this to court. And you can fight me in defamation of character and lose, and just genuinely walk in the world like you are a winner.
Teachers call it higher self. Buddhism calls it Buddha nature. Hinduism calls it Atman. But it's the same thing.
And a lose-lose pursuit, which then turns into universal forces and threats. So, me having a business, JDI, what I do here, photography, content, communication, motivational speaking, change your life, health is wealth, mental health coaching, through content, infographics, that's WordPress, motive affirmations, confirmations of your independence in your soul, pursuing your soul journey. What is done is what can be done should not be tampered to.
Liberation happens in this lifetime. The body will die.
With the acknowledgement and the awareness of me promoting and have been over the course of 10 years and have been viral throughout the internet, throughout this whole entire world, because computers turn into our phones, which is nothing wrong with it. And if you have been saved by your career path and your independent soul journey, and somebody is thinking that an internet or a phone save your independence, you literally have to, I guess, you might really would have to start a war and cease the war. If you start a war, you can cease it. If you started it and somebody finished it, no, not finished. Finished is significantly. Somebody, you started a war because somebody was trying to be like, find a reason for you to be in existence outside of being birthed. It's serious. There's a soul transcending jealousy within to understand somebody's soul purpose and the word of it, and try to steal a conversation or an independence pursuit and justice for all, true or false, in a book, story, blockbuster movie, a film, silent film, however it's reciprocated, to be taken and understood, whether one person to many people hearing and wanting to be a part of a conversation, that is their business. But to be understood in something and try to hurt somebody with words back at them, you can only win in that. However, I have nothing to do with no one's backlash of lights, camera, action in the 2 major films outside of 100 of creating justice for an independence and for multiple independence. And
this is your purpose, not in some vague inspiration.
Knowing your strength and knowing
when you wake up, when you achieve gnosis,
how the fuck to fight and how to rid all negative energy in your path. So if I don't have any relations with a mass group who's not trying to leave from your soul path, you can only start a war if people of authority who have so much position in playing a back burner to someone who has nothing to do with them. Not because no internet or no computer. 2 objects, a phone and a computer, a camera and a TV. So that's 4 international objects that transcends people's mental to think that you could be a threat of their independence when you have nothing to do with them but yourself and what is in the world, not given, but what is in the world to be used because of what we read and what was wrote and the paths that people took outside of what was wrote and written for people to take in to do the utmost war type of thing. So the 4 objects that was created thanks to all the 4 geniuses and the multiple that there are that have nothing to do with a fight. Congratulations to y'all and JDI. Jasmine does it. I went viral 11 years ago with the intentions of fun. It worked for the person. Today, I'm not going to say, that's what I do. I'm always on the camera. I don't want nobody else's career to interfere with mine. I do this, they do that. They do this, who needs what I do? Now look, they don't need me. They need what I do. They could also hire somebody just like me. Or they could put themselves in a position to try and do more than what I or somebody else could provide from them out of my or their services, which is within film, photography, content, advertising, and fun for better health, better wealth, better mental response and reciprocation. So that is what Jasmine does. It like my message is all the way around. Whether I smoke a whole 1/8 of chalk to sativa, no one should be compromising anybody's energy with no intention. Like, oh, fuck you, bitch. That's your independence. So you feel like that towards me. I could say, fuck you too. But my fuck you too is going to matter more for the simple fact that I have no communication with you. You have an indiscreet soul ties with me because of someone else who put you in a position and having a job. Learn yourself, have an independent, have a good response. I have nothing to do with what nobody want to do with me. All that shit from 151 states, 3, 4, 6 states, within the time frame of people saying this and saying that, word of mouth, he, she, I think this, oh, I think this, I know this, I know this. The ones that know and think injustice for all, that is nothing of serve to you. Congratulations to your independence and me not being able to compromise you and you not being able to compromise me. And if we try it, then we fucking try it. That's it. I have no negative ill to anybody. Just don't pull up on me. We good. So y'all did overhear a conversation in this clip about film production, me getting played for a storyline, me in love and hard and this and that, finding and hard to love, hard to find, all these unrealistic, ugly ass relationship type of situation conversations for the YouTube and for a better health, understanding, and communication with other people and a better independence, like a fucking spiritual situation, which does not consist of hate. Good energy came from over here outside of a conversation of trauma and what should never happen. So what should never happen is not happening. If it can't, like everybody back in the day, like they wrote, we start fighting, then that's what you do. We just started fighting. That's what you do. You're not going to sit there and try to do anything outside of your free will to compromise anyone. It's illegal, it's false, it's fake. So I am waiting for film and production to stop filming around my neighborhood, talking about me with everybody that I know on a TV show who looks better than me right now. Y'all not supposed to look better than me.
Every meal becomes an opportunity to practice the fundamental gnosis.
Talking bad about me. So looks are deceiving. If you're talking bad about me, then looks are deceiving. If you're showing disloyalty, looks are deceiving. If you fucking got loyal strength and you fucking played me on the thing, looks are deceiving. Ain't no fucking way y'all supposed to be looking better than me. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. So in the court of law, I have about 700 neighbors who put 700 fucking reports on me, from 88 precinct to 78 precinct to 97 precinct to 74 precinct, 76 precinct, trying to backfire a bitch, trying to play a game with somebody and got really washed up as sure.
Taking text written under archonic authority and reading
Hee-haw. So the conversation of a film, that's what it was. That's what it is. Conversation transpire about it all day. It's a freedom of speech. What we're not going to do continue. People getting their knees broken. People getting their elbows broken. People getting their toes broken, toes jammed, lips bust, mouth bust open again. People getting their head bust open again for no reason. So I do film photography. I have my own life outside of what should not happen. And what should not happen saves a whole bunch of people on debt in Geico for the simple fact that don't play those games and lose and try to win. When you try to win, you're trying to hurt somebody. That's wrong. So this is the thing. After hearing about a storyline, understand that it could be anything. The intentions is important in the 4 states of what Jasmine says, which is me. I have nothing to do with it. Now, the people that know me, they're like, oh my fucking God, oh my fucking God, oh my fucking God, right? Because they did a film for over the course of 7 years with me sitting in the space of the film, the continued film. So what somebody's trying to tell me is that their operation of control, but I'm operating control of my life. However, I am being annoyed and literally, you know, what's it called? Moved. You understand? Like, my timing is being compromised from an inner circle outside of the outside circle who's waiting for them to try to make something happen for me, so something can happen for them in a negative light. Like, good gets greater later, but I just see greater later, and that's it. For my sound to sound like, oh, you was traumatized and this and that. We don't give a fuck. Me too. That is past aggression, and so do I. We all have past aggression, and nobody's gonna be the consistent conform to decipher who's should be more angry in this life, when today everybody have their own fucking life. To some who don't, and to some who do, and to some who could not have because somebody else's negative, passive aggressiveness and ceasing and conforming to trying to make somebody else a negative energy in a negative light, when we are both light and dark. I have a business to be respected and not respected. Some people fuck with me. I'm all the way around. I'm supposed to be. Not that, oh, I ain't made it and like to be independent outside of the soils. That's just what it is. You can't. So I'm not interested in what was possibly, you understand? I'm interested in speaking to a defamation, DFLC, today, tomorrow. I don't got no times with no diagnosis. I have literally been diagnosed. I have literally Zeus post-traumatic stress for sure, especially during COVID-19. I want my own space from this. That's a given. It was not waited upon. That's just a given. I was taken from, which is my time. In one space, off the strength of people having so much independence and operational control of their mind and their own understanding to just do so what they like so. with no fucking respect or regard of falsity. Everything false except for JDI and Jasmine does that. Who does your hair? Who curated that shit? Who curated the ambiance of an independence? Do what you love. Love what you do. So don't fuck around. Fuck with me, I fuck with you too. That's serious though. That is my brand. And whatever message